Hey everyone, how are you? I am so excited to be here with you today. I am creating with this Life is Beautiful stamp set and thin cut set. I know this set went really fast and I felt really bad that not everyone was able to purchase it, but it was such a fun stamp set and thin cut to play with that I decided to go ahead this month, and I featured it both in scrapbooking, and I am going to show you the cards that I created with these stamp sets. And just so you know, I do have some card kits available, so let me know if that is something you would like to do. The card kits are ready to assemble because I don't want you guys to miss out on this wonderful stamp and thin cut. What really attracted me to this stamp set, and the stamp set is still available, it's not with the thin cuts, so is how large this flower, daisy flower is. That, you know, even if you stamp it as a background on your cards or a layout. I mean, I can see this being used even in the fall with the chrysanthemums. I think that would be a really pretty card. And so, or even a layout, it would be a nice added background. So anyway, I wanted you guys to see that. So let's get to the fun of creating. Before we get started, I wanted to talk to you about the die cut here. These are the same die cut, cut one with pattern paper, which is the Daisy pattern paper, and one with the ballerina cardstock. So you get the look of them. And there is nothing wrong. What's really cool is you just build the layers. So you just build the layers like that. Super easy. Let me do this a little better. There is a trick to it so that you have more of that variegated. And then I chose to do this fun little glittery centerpiece like that. And then you have the center. And all of these are the die cuts. But let me talk to you about the flowers. So whether you're using cardstock or whether you're using pattern paper like this, it is easy to manipulate the cards and the flowers. And I just think it gives them a little more movement, texture to them. You can go up. I just went down the first time, but you can definitely go up. And what's really kind of cool, when you're looking at this on the card, you get a little of that peek through of that backside paper. And then the same, and I don't always go the same direction when I'm building my flowers. So this one I'm definitely moving down, just so you can see. So you can see how that is different looking than a flat. Let me grab one that's flat so you can see the contrast. So does that make sense? Can you see how the contrast is between one that has a little movement and one that's flatter? So this takes nothing. Now maybe you don't want to use your fingers, or you can't use them for whatever reason. Something thin, like a little pencil, any, even like a Q-tip. Just remember, the thinner it is, like a Q-tip body, you're gonna get a tighter look to it. And that's why I kind of like using my fingers, but I've been known to do this when my eczema is really bad, and I can move it that way. And this is just something I had in my stash. And then I'm just gonna anchor it on and anchor it on like that. And there you have a cute daisy. And I mean, I don't know about you, but it just makes me smile. I just enjoy the look. So I'm just gonna leave these here so you have them for comparison as I show you the fun cards that we created, that you too can create, because I do have kits left. So this is the first card. I'm using that flower that we created, and I used an old thin cut, this rectangle thin cut. It is cut out of green apple, and then I used the paper, the Daisy paper, did a little banner here, just a simple card, lots of fun, nothing too over the top, and I chose not to do sayings because I thought that would give you options to put whatever you needed to do, whether it be a hello or get well or thinking of you, a happy birthday. It is ready to go. Okay, the second card. Now this one used one more of the cuts. I'm just grabbing it here for you. So that's our first card. This one, so you have this are the same. Then you have this one, which has the open petal, and again the center, and then you had that one that I did the shimmer on. And this one I chose to keep more flat. I did a little movement in it, but not much. And I have actually 3 layers of the daisy. So I have a dark, a light. So I have flamingo, ballerina, and flamingo again. And this is the dark side of ballerina. And so it's very simple. You'll get 2 banners like this that just need to be dovetailed. Your strip is a little bit different in the fact that your card will have this look to it. The daisies are all cut. You're just going to mount it. This is a sticker that I had left over from the sticker sheet. Again, the ladies chose to keep them blank in class so that you could use it for whatever, you know, whatever sentiment that you needed to use it for. So there's that card. Okay, on to the third card. Again, pretty self-explanatory. It's built on ballerina. And then this is a piece of the pattern paper that comes with Daisy. I kept this all pretty much light ballerina, except for this centerpiece is the darker side of ballerina. And I mistold you, this one here, that is not ballerina, that's the lighter side of flamingo. Sorry about that. So this is the light side of ballerina. And the one thing that we did here, oh, and then the little banners. The one thing we did here that's a little bit different is I broke up this so that you have this slight separation. So it's not so, I think it gives it some texture, some movement to the card. Now we did go ahead and stamp You're Amazing. It again could be for whatever, but I wanted them to have that movement of that card. I just thought it was really a nice tip on that one. Okay, then the next one they got to choose from is, I did it in 2 versions. I took the solid stamp and I stamped it in black and I stamped it in pink. So they got to choose which way they wanted to stamp it. And then we just used little banners that they could make how they wanted to make. And then I showed them the diamond stickles which is this wonderful product that gives you that shimmer. Now, there's nothing wrong with just having it stamped with nothing, but I thought it kind of punched it up and gave it another dimension. And so, I don't know how I'm gonna, I guess when you say that you want a card kit, I'll ask you if you want pink or black, and that way I'll have them stamped ready for you. Again, these are just stickers. You could put a bow here, you could put a sentiment. It kind of is strictly on to how you want them to be and what works for you, okay? So there's that, and the diamond stickles. And last but not least, we played with an oldie but a goldie. I got into my stash because I thought it would be fun to do a little bit different texture and something fun to play with, so that that they had, you know, sometimes, not me personally, but some people get tired of pink. I don't know why. That just doesn't make sense to me, but it does happen. But we played with this close to my heart slim line embossing folder. This is in the core catalog, so it's good until the end of July. But what I really liked and what intrigued me was they were smaller patterns. And sometimes for card making, you need that small look to it. And so I had these embossed for them, but they're just an extra circle that I cut out of another project. And I had all these circles left over, and I thought this would be a nice way, when you see the card, you'll see what we did. And we, like I said, stash bust. So I used Smoothie ink and Sundance pattern paper to give the look that will see right here. So this is where that circle is, where they rubbed it with some Smoothie ink, and it just took the ink on the raised embossed images and added that soft color, because you have it pretty dark here with the true colors. They also softened the edges of the smoothie by inking the edges here. And then, again, just played with this. This was a pattern, mix-in pattern paper that I just thought the two combinations worked really well. Then we played with some sequins. So that is, and the sequins were melon, which works just perfectly with the blend of that. So hopefully you guys are as excited as I am about this card kit. Like I said, it is available. Reach out to me. I will let you know. I'm probably going to send this to you guys video as a YouTube click. And so then you guys can look at it, and in that email, I will tell you card kit costs. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So that's pretty amazing. Using this and different ways we use the flowers and different textures. So you got to see the variety of this. All right, ladies, as always, things are on my website. It's also a Cardstock Carnival. Don't forget to go out and look at that big sale that's going on right now. All right, bye for now.